Good evening. Breaking now, an explosion and fire at a manufacturing facility in Monroe. 3 firefighters were hurt, but all are expected to be okay.
This is a story we broke this afternoon on WCPO.com. Bill Price is live at Detunic, North America on Garver Road to explain what happened. Bill?
Well, Clyde, what we can tell you is only one fire engine remains, or fire truck remains from the 6 different fire companies that were on the scene here, both fighting the fire and spending a lot of time cleaning up from this early afternoon fire and explosion at its maker of decks, windows, and doors. Fire is one they described as moderate, easy to control, but still caused at least 3 injuries among the dozens of firefighters. Now, one firefighter suffered burns to his face and hands when the air around a large hopper or tank suddenly ignited inside the plant and flashed over the firefighters. Firefighters from Monroe, Middletown, Franklin, among others, were called to the scene just before 2 o'clock this afternoon on the report of a fire in one of the production areas here at the Detunic plant. Now, workers had already evacuated the plant when firefighters arrived on the scene. The Assistant Monroe Fire Chief explains that workers had already set up automatic firefighting efforts inside the production area to try to help.
They establish a water supply off a hydrant, they drag in hand lines, and they start doing what they do as far as suppression effort goes. Just fairly typical of all fires.
And then when you got inside, 10 or 15 minutes later, what happened?
About 10 or 15 minutes later, product that was in the air in dust or palletized form found an ignition source and an explosion occurred.
Now, Assistant Chief Centers says that he thinks some of the wood fumes that were in the air inside the plant may have set off this flashover that caused that burn injury to that one firefighter. Also, afterwards, 2 other firefighters were receiving what they call residual injuries. One was suffering from headaches, while another had ear problems, apparently from the sound of that loud explosion. Now, the cause of the investigation of the cause of fire is still underway this afternoon, both between firefighters and plant officials. Of course, we'll continue to work this story through the evening for you. As soon as we get any additional details, of course, we'll bring them to you. Bill Price, 9 News, Monroe.
Thank you, Bill.